Boa tarde, pessoal. Vamos lá, vamos continuar hoje com o nosso Dragon Age. Hoje é main storyline. Vai dar sequência. Acho que o Tom tá vindo aí daqui a pouquinho. Finalizando na live dele, que eu tô vendo aqui. Mas é isso. Vamos lá. Vamos mudar pro joguinho e dar sequência.
There you are.
Huh?
I've been looking all over for you. I've just received the most terrible news.
What is it?
I'm engaged.
Hoje começou assim?
When did this happen?
For the past year, my mother and father have searched Antiva for a match for me. They had no idea you and I had grown so close. Today, I received a letter declaring they've betrothed me to Lord Adorno Cielo Tranto of Antiva. I must deal with this. But until then, we cannot be seen in a compromising situation. I'm so sorry.
Are you saying we should act like nothing has happened between us?
No, not at all. But it is not right that we carry on while I am betrothed. I must break off the match first.
Fala aí, Tom. Fala, galerinha que tá chegando com o Tom. Bem-vindos aí à live. Muito obrigado pelo follow, Ryan Happiness. Deixa eu botar aqui só uma coisinha para o follow. Eric Bali, muito obrigado pelo seu follow. Estamos começando aqui, já com uma situação maneira aqui na historinha. Obrigado, Mirlux, pelo seu follow também. Sejam todos bem-vindos à nossa live. Estamos jogando um pouquinho aqui de Dragon Age Inquisition. Estamos hoje dando sequência à nossa main quest. Botei sim, Tom. Botei sim. Botei agora há pouco. Durante sua live que eu botei. O Incent já tá rolando aí. Acho que já passou até o primeiro código, mas ainda estava na tela de intro. É isso, galera. Vamos dar continuidade ao joguinho. Só que eu já fui fazer uma coisa aqui e acabei recebendo uma situação aqui do romance do jogo. Falou, Tom. Bom almoço lá.
Let me know what I can do, Josephine.
No. Thank you so much, but no. Until I know more, I cannot risk your reputation. Why did this have to happen to us now, of all times? I must see to this. And to my other duties. If I can keep my mind on them today at all.
Obrigado pelo host aí, o Giga. E valeu pelo follow, o Doctor. Vamos ver se alguma coisa está completa aqui na mesa de guerra e eu já vou direto para a missãozinha principal que eu tenho que continuar hoje. Tem sim.
So, Ben Hasrath.
We will need to handle this carefully. I will.
Ok, eu sei que eu vi uma missão lá, vamos fazer essa missão.
Inquisitor?
Não?
Let's see what we have.
Deixa eu ver. Não, recurso não. Ver se tem alguma outra coisa boa pra fazer no lado de cá. Rapaz, já tô quase tudo completado, é isso mesmo? Já. Vou pegar a cor.
Inquisitor.
Valeu pelo seu host. Bora aí, cara. E é isso, vamos lá. Vamos pra essa missãozinha aí. Eu tenho que ver, eu acho que tinha aviso de host no overlay, não sei porque não tá aparecendo. Depois eu vou dar uma olhada lá no Stream Elements. Inquisitor. É, tem hora que aparece, tem hora que não aparece. É verdade, o olha. Caminhos do Oeste. Vamos que vamos. Ok. E é isso. Só esse load desse jogo que é um pouquinho chato, mas daqui a pouco vai. Que isso, Olavo?
Visitor, welcome to the Western Approach. You're a long way from the Winter Palace now. Between the sandstorms and the vicious wildlife, we haven't made it far out here. One of my men got too close to a poison hot spring and gave me a slightly delirious report of a high dragon flying overhead. In short, this might just be the worst place in the entire world. Be careful out there.
Well, it's good to know what I'm in for.
Sorry I don't have more for you. We intercepted a Venatori messenger and, persuaded him to give up the orders he was carrying. We have them here. This entire place. It just feels like something's not right. Be careful.
Ok. Então aqui vai ter bastante coisa para fazer hoje. Cadê a maluquinha das aquisições?
Dispatch for you.
What is it?
See for yourself, sir.
Não devo ter nada porque. O que eu tenho, cara?
Inquisitor, if you have a moment.
What is it?
You may want to look into this.
Depois eu faço, mas eu tenho que vir, calma aí. Deixa eu botar logo como missão principal. Pra ter noção. Eu tenho que vir pro lado de cá. Ok, então tem um rift aqui. Oh, tem vários lírios. Não dá pra ir direto por lá, né? Não, foi. Vou dar. Ah, legal. O Rift tá aqui no meu lado. Vamos tentar, né? Já vi piores. Vamos ver. Level 11 só. Pelo jeito eu já poderia ter feito isso aqui antes. Mas tá bom, vamos. Bom que facilita um pouquinho. Já foi. Ó, tem um feature da Binks. Depois eu tenho que dar uma ajeitada nessas mensagens. Eu acabei de pegar o box hoje, o bot hoje da Binks. Sem carcaça. É só essa plantinha. Ah, tá aqui, ó. Foi a raposinha que morreu junto. Vamos que
What happened here? Ship 2, Frederick of Serald. Who in Andraste's name would be out in this desert? Aside from us.
What happened here?
None of these poor sods have knives or shit. Who'd do this?
A chantry symbol out here. Odd.
Aqui, ó. Esse deserto que não tem nada. Só hiena. A princípio tem uma Dá a volta. Uau.
Watch out! Dragon!
Ah, legal. Eu não consegui matar o de Hinterland, vou conseguir matar esse? Onde que tá esse negócio? O problema é que pode ser lá embaixo também. Não tô vendo subida. Onde que tem subida aqui? Pra eu pegar. Marcar aquele território lá. Pode ser aqui. Não. Não é. Vou dar uma volta por aqui. Não vai acontecer. Depois eu vejo isso. Ok. Só codex.
The trail leads on.
E cai. Vai, vai, vai. Não tem passagem de um lado pro outro desse canyon, não? Várias coisas aí. Eu quero fazer missão principal agora. É, Wananei, que eu só tô tomando ruim só desses dragões. Estão me ferrando. Nada ali. O que eu vou ter aqui? Um belo rift. Olha o Vincent. Mas nada. Quer dizer, tem uma paradinha aqui. Vou ver se dá pra fazer alguma coisa. Tem que ir lá embaixo. Não vou fazer isso agora não. Pega. Vamos lá.
Strawberry wardens have beards.
No, just me. I stole all the beards, and all the power held within. There can be only one.
Not really.
Piada escrota. Oh, Mint. Brave Mint. Hortelã brava. Bom. Tá. Aqui é a sequência da história principal. Eu não sei se tem batalha aqui. Vamos ver o que vai acontecer.
I'm glad you made it, Inquisitor. I fear they've already started the ritual.
It has to be blood magic. I hope we can stop them before more people get hurt. You take point. I'll guard your backs.
Esse aqui é o personagem principal do Dragon Age 2. É meio bizarro. É Blood Magic mesmo.
Wait! No!
Warden Commander Clarel's orders were clear.
This is wrong!
Remember your oath. In war, victory. In peace, vigilance. In death,
I'm sorry.
sacrifice. Good. Now bind it just as I showed you. Inquisitor, what an unexpected pleasure. Lord Livius Erimond of Virantium, at your service.
You are no warden.
But you are. The one Clarel let slip. And you found the Inquisitor and came to stop me. Shall we see how that goes?
Wardens, this man is lying to you. He serves an ancient Tevinter Magister who wants to unleash a blight.
That's a very serious accusation. Let's see what the Wardens think. Wardens, hands up! Hands down.
Corypheus has taken their minds.
They did this to themselves. You see, the calling had the Wardens terrified. They looked everywhere for help.
Even to Winter.
Yes, and since it was my master who put the calling into their little heads, we in the Venatori were prepared. I went to Clarel full of sympathy, and together we came up with a plan. Raise a demon army, march into the deep roads, and kill the old gods before they wake.
Corypheus marching across Orlais with an army of demons. That was in the future I saw at Redcliffe.
And now you know how it begins. Sadly for the Wardens, the binding ritual I taught their mages has a side effect. They are now my master's slaves. This was a test. Once the rest of the Wardens complete the ritual, the army will conquer Thedas.
Do you really want to see the world fall to the Blight? What do you get out of this?
The Elder One commands the Blight. He is not commanded by it, like the mindless Darkspawn. The Blight is not unstoppable or uncontrollable. It is simply a tool.
He's a tool.
As for me, while the Elder One rules from the Golden City, we, the Venatori, will be his God Kings here in the world.
Ah. Acredita nisso mesmo, vai.
So Corypheus influenced the Wardens and made them do this ritual?
Made them? No. Everything you see here, the blood sacrifices to bind the demons, the Wardens did it of their own free will. Fear is a very good motivator, and they were very afraid.
That's a lie. The Grey Wardens are heroes. They would never do this willingly.
The Grey Wardens care about nothing save stopping blights. They will do anything to accomplish that. You should have seen Clarel agonize over the decision. Burdens of command, I suppose.
Why would the Wardens try to kill the old gods?
A blight happens when Darkspawn find an old god and corrupt it into an archdemon. If someone fought through the deep roads and killed the old gods before they could be corrupted, poof, no more blights, ever. The Wardens sacrificed their lives and saved the world.
That's madness. For all we know, killing the old gods could make things even worse.
Well then, it's a good thing I'm taking this demon army off their hands.
Why would Clarel risk using demons?
Demons need no food, no rest, no healing. Once bound, they will never retreat, never question orders. They are the perfect army to fight through the deep roads. Or across Orlais. Now they are bound to my master.
Release the Wardens from the binding and surrender. I won't ask twice.
No, you won't.
A marca.
The Elder One showed me how to deal with you in the event you're foolish enough to interfere again. That mark you bear, the anchor that lets you pass safely through the veil, you stole that from my master. He's been forced to seek other ways to access the Fade. When I bring him your head, his gratitude will be...
Que maneiro.
Kill them!
Ele não esperava por essa. Nívelzinho pouquinho.
They refused to listen to reason.
You were correct. Through their ritual, the mages are slaves to Corypheus.
And the Warden warriors? Of course. Sacrificed in the ritual. What a waste.
Ehrmund lied to the Wardens. They were trying to prevent future blights.
With blood magic and human sacrifice.
The Wardens were wrong, Hawk. But they had their reasons.
All blood mages do. Everyone has a story they tell themselves to justify bad decisions. And it never matters. In the end, you are always alone with your actions.
I believe I know where the Wardens are, Your Worship. Ehrmund fled in that direction. There's an abandoned Warden fortress that way. Adamant.
Good thinking.
The Warden and I will scout out Adamant and confirm that the other Wardens are there. We'll meet you back at Skyhold.
Ok. Tem coisa aqui. Tem coisa aqui. Imaginei que fosse uma garrafa. Codex. Aqui não tem nada. Ok, vamos ver o que eu vou andar então agora. Mas eu acho que eu vou dar mais sequência na principal. Beleza, César? Com vontade aí. Deixa eu ver, tem... Cara, eu tenho que voltar lá pra... Skyhold. Acho que dá pra andar bastante hoje com essa main quest, que eu fiz tanta side quest já. Esse load que é muito chato. Todo mundo reclama desse load desse jogo.
Your worship.
É o Varric e o Rock, se não me engano.
I tracked that Venatori mage back to Adamant Fortress. They're looking at assault options now in the war room.
Thanks for coming.
You did well, Varric. The Inquisitor is just who we need.
Oh, it's been great. Murderous wardens, archdemon attacks, plenty of blood mages and crazy Templars. Just like home.
I know how much you hated leaving Kirkwall.
This is the ass end of Thetis. You know they eat snails here? Still, I think I need to finish this out. If it weren't for me and Bartrand, none of this would have happened. So much for changing our lives.
That's what happens when you try to change things. Things change. You can't always control how.
Engraçado que o Rock aqui tá como um mago. E no Dragon Age 2, tipo assim, na abertura do jogo, o Rock é tipo um guerreiro. Vai entender, né? E olha que eu tô usando informação básica. Como eu não puxei save. Bom, eu sei que eu fiz missão, então já vou pegar. E agora tem. Aqui já é o Bíblia. Tem que abrir essa missão. Tá, deixa eu só então botar logo isso aqui.
Let us begin.
Recursos. Ixi. É, só tem missão de recurso.
Inquisitor.
To work?
Vou botar aquele meu savezinho padrão antes de sair e vamos dar continuidade. A 15, eu tô no 18.
Adamant Fortress has stood against the Darkspawn since the time of the Second Blight.
Fortunately for us, that means it was built before the age of modern siege equipment. A good trebuchet will do major damage to those ancient walls. And thanks to our Lady Ambassador...
Lady Cyril of Jadar was pleased to lend the Inquisition her sabers. They've already delivered the trebuchets. That is the good news.
And the bad news?
Arimond called the ritual at the western approach a test. He may already be raising his army of demons in the fortress.
The Inquisition forces can breach the gate, but if the Wardens already have their demons...
I found records of Adamant's construction. There are choke points we can use to limit the field of battle.
That's good. We may not be able to defeat them outright. But if we cut off reinforcements, we can carve you a path to Warden Commander Clarel.
Taking this fortress is going to get a lot of good soldiers killed.
Our soldiers know the risks, Inquisitor, and they know what they're fighting for.
It'll be hard fought, no way around it, but we'll get that gate open.
It's also possible that some Wardens may be sympathetic to our cause. The warriors may be willing to listen to reason, though I doubt they will turn against Clarel directly. The mages, however, are slaves to Corypheus. They will fight to the death.
We've built the siege engines and readied our forces, Inquisitor. Give the word, and we march on Adamant.
Oxi, agora. Aqui vamos. Eita, nós.
Pull back! They're through! All right, Inquisitor. You have your way in. Best make use of it. We'll keep the main host of demons occupied for as long as we can.
I'll be fine. Just keep the men safe.
We'll do what we have to, Inquisitor. Warden Stroud will guard your back. Hawk is with our soldiers on the battlements. He's assisting them until you arrive. There's too much resistance on the walls. Our men on the ladders can't get a foothold. If you can clear out the enemies on the battlements, we'll cover your advance.
Vocês têm que limpar tudo. Olha o Incent. Como que é subir daqui, gente? Por esses muros. Esse é o principal pra cá.
Have your back! Everyone, stay back! Keep your distance!
Warden Chernoff, we are not enemies.
Why should I trust you, Stroud? You're a traitor to the Wardens. Clarel called for your death. Lay down your weapons and surrender. Never! Wardens, attack!
Porcaria. Eu não queria matar os Wardens, não. Mas eu tinha que ter clicado na opção da esquerda. Já que tem ali o negócio, eu vou dar uma live. Eu só usei uma. Bem-vindo de volta aí, Tom. Ok. Foi mal, é que eu não vi a mensagem. No logo de download em save, ele crashando alguém, não aparece nenhuma mensagem. Todos os tempos atualizados e instalei. Não tive, cara. Não de crashar o jogo. Tava muito lento o meu load. Aí, o que eu fiz foi, basicamente, eu entrei na pasta do jogo na Origin, no aplicativo da Origin, da EA, e mandei reparar o jogo. Aí ele verificou os arquivos, baixou alguns arquivos, baixou 1 GB de arquivo. Depois disso melhorou bastante. Eu também eu passei meu jogo de um HD para SSD, o que deu uma melhorada. Mas o que melhorou mesmo foi reparar os arquivos. E outra coisa, eu uso 3 mods só para melhorar a questão de achar loot, as coisas assim, nada de melhorar, de ficar mais fácil o jogo. Só Quality of Life, o pessoal chama. Eu basicamente refiz os arquivos. Tem um aplicativo chamado Die Mod Manager, que você tem que dar o merge, aí ele recompila o arquivo no patch. Depois que eu fiz isso tudo, ficou bem mais rápido o load do jeito que estava. Tinha load que estava demorando quase, sei lá, 5, 10 minutos. Mas nunca vi crashar, não. O jogo crashou uma vez, mas crashou do nada, assim. Tava jogando, o jogo travou. Mas depois disso, em termos de load, funciona normal. Matar primeiro os 10.
Press on ahead, Your Worship. We'll clear a path for the rest of our forces. Vou nem usar esse estoque, nem vale a pena. Deixa isso. Mais alguma coisa, né? Ah, tem aqui, ó. Moedinhas. Vendo que eu tenho que me curar. Como essa missão principal vai vir mais vezes. Cara, vou te falar, César, não tem lugar bom pra upar, não. Eu basicamente eu limpei um bocadão das terras distantes, depois eu fui pra Costa da Tormenta, depois eu fui pra Oásis Proibido, e assim eu fui subindo. Quando eu vou avançando, normalmente o nível dos inimigos é mais alto que o meu, então eu subo mais rápido. Agora eu tô fazendo missão principal que tecnicamente eu deveria ter feito lá atrás, quando eu tava no Bosque Eriçado. Ou seja, meu nível, eu tô em nível 18 e as missões aqui é de 12 a 15, por isso que eu não tô tendo tanta dificuldade de matar os inimigos. O jogo é muito aberto assim, nas escolhas, você pode ir pra qualquer lado. Você tem lá o caminho do Inquisitor, que são as missões principais. O resto, faz quando você quiser. Só isso mesmo. Bem. Nada com magia. Tipo, só pra você ter noção, Coelho, eu tô com nível, eu tava no nível o quê? 16, eu fui enfrentar um dragão nível 12, apanhei muito feio. Muito feio. Mas, de um modo geral, se você tá um nível abaixo dos inimigos da área que você tá enfrentando, é uma dificuldade legal. Dá pra você matar com um pouco de curtição, assim, de dificuldade. Se tá 2 níveis, 3 níveis acima, aí já fica um pouquinho mais complexo. Eu não vi passagem por lá. Será que é por aqui que eu não vi? Não, aqui eu não posso. E ali tá... A barricada não deixa eu passar. Por aqui mesmo. Oh! Quem diria o Fatalis, ó. Mas, ô César, vou te falar a verdade, eu tenho um outro camarada meu, gringo, que chegou no Fatalis e também, cara, apanhou assim, igual você tava, tipo 3, 4, 5, 6 vezes na luta com o Fatalis e não passava. Cara, é bom você botar um tanque e 3 magos. Mas eu tava com um tanque e 3 magos, mas aí eu tava perdendo muita porta trancada. Aí eu botei a Sarah, que é outra personagem, é um rogue de longa distância com ar. Então eu tô com 3 personagens de ataque de longe e o Blackwall com build de campeão, sendo meu tanque. Tu vê que ele é muito raro ele perder sangue, cara. Do jeito que tá o build dele, ele sempre se recupera, sempre tem buff de armadura. Ele tá sempre... agora vai ficar maneiro, hein? Olha o Incent. Cara, é inimigo também, pô. Sinto que ele tá vindo pra cima de mim. Então, vamos ficar invisível.
I thought your men could use some help up here. Good work. Stay with my forces and see that they survive this. I'll keep the demons off them as best I can.
Ah, sim. Agora... Você tinha um bom save, cara. Só dá sequência. Vai aos poucos. Se você acha que tá apanhando muito numa área, muda para uma outra área. Volta para uma área anterior, que às vezes libera a missão que você não tinha feito ainda. Você primeiro aqui. Ver o que tem. Nada. Nada. Não. Não. É do outro lado mesmo. Tá dizendo que tem alguma coisa ali? Tem. Bem aqui. Deixa eu vir pra cá. Primeiro.
They're all going down. Probably need our help over there, right?
Cara, pior que tem essa coisa, César. Tem algumas partes do jogo que você tem que derrubar, tipo a missão do Red Lyrium, que você tem que destruir os Lyrium. Pô, pra destruir com mago é ruim pra caramba, é bom fazer com guerreiro. O guerreiro vai lá, dá um chutão e destrói. Rapaz, ele deu.
We must hurry. Our forces cannot stand against the demons for long.
Tá. Isso aqui agora. Tem mais o que? Aqui em cima acho que já foi, né? Vou descer aqui agora. Vamos fazer a limpa aqui primeiro. Vou aproveitar e curar todo mundo, pegar esse negocinho aqui. Cara, eu tô jogando com só um tanque, só um guerreiro, 2 magos e um rogue. Você pode trocar um mago por um outro guerreiro. Um outro guerreiro, tipo, eu tô com um tanque. O Blackwall é um dos melhores tanques do jogo. Você pode botar o Iron Bull, o touro de ferro, que ele é bom de ataque, porque ele é double-handed. Ele usa arma de 2 mãos. Eita, nós. Calma aí. O build não tá ruim não. Pelo menos pra esse tipo de eventos não está ruim. Eu já tinha passado lá, foi primeiro, eu acho. Esse daqui. Que armadura? Escudo, Blackwall. Aí, a missão que eu tô tá tão mais baixa do nível que eu tô que meu escudo é 9 a mais do que o que eu acabei de pegar. É isso aí, agora eu acho que a gente tá caminhando pro lado final da missão. Quer encontrar o comandante dos Grey Warden e matar ele. Comerciante. Nossa.
Sure, thanks to you. Orc saved a lot of lives on the battlements, Inquisitor.
Veio suprimento de novo, eu nem vou precisar. Ok. Lá, eu quero ver essa parte final. Muito longe. Um pouco ainda, tem toda essa área ainda para andar. Oh, rapaz. Que bonito.
We are betrayed by the very world we have sworn to protect.
The Inquisition is inside, Clarel. We have no time to stand on ceremony.
These men and women are giving their lives, Magister. That might mean little in Tavinta, but for the Wardens, it is a sacred duty. It has been many long years, my friend.
Too many, Clarel. If my sword arm can no longer serve the Wardens, then my blood will have to do.
It will.
Bom, provavelmente vai ter um demonzinho maneiro agora pra gente matar.
Stop them! We must complete the ritual!
Cloro! You complete that ritual! You're doing exactly what Eramund wants!
What? Fighting the Blight? Keeping the world safe from Darkspawn? Who wouldn't want that? And yes, the ritual requires blood sacrifice. Hate me for that you must, but do not hate the Wardens for doing their duty!
We make the sacrifices no one else will. Our warriors die proudly for a world that will never thank them.
And then your Tavinta ally binds the mages to Corypheus!
Corypheus? But he's dead.
These people will say anything to shake your confidence, Clarel.
Bring it through.
Olha o Spina Binks, galera. Caraca.
Please! I have seen more than my share of blood magic. It is never worth the cost.
I trained half of you myself! Do not make me kill you to stop this madness!
Be ready with the ritual, Clarel. This demon is truly worthy of your strength.
Deixa eu só dar o spin lá rapidão.
Blackwall, can you talk some sense into them?
You don't know me, but you may have heard my name. Like you, I've given my life to the Grey Wardens. The first time I put on this armor, I felt like I belonged. Like I was part of something honorable. Something with a purpose. I know how good that feels. How safe. But fighting and dying here today won't stop the Blight. If you want to stop the Blight, kill that bastard up there. His master is the living embodiment of its corruption.
Oops. Oopsie.
Clarel, we have come so far. You're the only one who can do this.
Perhaps we could test the truth of these charges to avoid more bloodshed.
Or perhaps I should bring in a more reliable ally. My master thought you might come here, Inquisitor. He sent me this to welcome you.
Oxi. É o dragão do... É o Arcdemon? Parece ser o Arcdemon. Vamos ver se eu vou apanhar dessa vez. É o Arcdemon.
Clarel,
Vai morrer. Fatality menor?
The Inquisitor!
Opa. Ok. Nós temos o clarinho ali. Não sei, né? Eita, nós! Acho que eu tenho que subir para enfrentar o fatalizinho lá. O Astrário, você tem que normalmente cumprir 3 enigmas de Astrário para poder ganhar acesso a uma caverna que normalmente tem uns lootzinhos bacanas. E o bichano continua voando por cima de mim. Ó. Eita, nós! Pelo menos a gente vai ter que matar ele mesmo. Corre, Fela, corre. Agora vai ficar... Agora vai ficar sério. Ué, tem uns desenhos que são chatos de fazer no Astrário, meu Deus do céu. Opa, vou dar um save aqui porque... Vai morrer. Olha!
You've destroyed the Grey Wardens.
Valeu, Hugo, pelo follow.
You did that to yourself, you stupid bitch.
Ela vai morrer agora.
All I did was dangle a little power before your eyes, and you couldn't wait to get your hands bloody.
Nossa, mãe.
You could have served a new god.
I will never serve the Blight.
Sabia! Que porra. Já era, coitada. Nossa, viva ainda? Tá se mexendo.
In peace, vigilance.
Maneiro. Ih, rapaz! Morri? Será que eu morri? O que aconteceu? Para onde nós fomos? Aí, Schmitz, hoje tá bem mais rápido os loads, hein? Depois das mudanças que eu fiz. Ih, virei Superman agora? Tô voando? Ah, maneiro.
Where are we?
We were falling. Is this... Are we dead? No. This is the Fade.
Tô no Fade.
The Inquisitor opened a rift. We came through. And survived. I never thought I would ever find myself here physically. Look. The Black City. Almost close enough to touch.
This must be very exciting for you, Solus. Any advice you have on what exactly is going on would be wonderful.
What spirit commands this place? I have never seen anywhere like it.
It's not how I remember the Fade either. Perhaps it's because we're here, physically, instead of just dreaming. The stories say you walked out of the Fade at Haven. Was it like this?
I don't know. I still can't remember what happened the last time I did this.
Well, whatever happened at Haven, we can't assume we're safe now. That huge demon was right on the other side of that rift Eramond was using. And there could be others.
Shitballs, fuck, shit, crap, Fade, shit, ass, demons, crap.
In our world, the rift the demons came through was nearby, in the main hall. Can we escape the same way?
It sounds like our best option. There, let's go.
This is fascinating. It is not the area I would have chosen, of course. To physically walk within the Fade.
It's not a freaking stroll. Shut it, or things will find us.
Calm yourself, child. Hostile emotions only draw the demons more quickly.
Solus, you're the expert on this place. Anything helpful?
The Fade is shaped by intent and emotion. Remain focused, and it will lead you where you wish to go. The demon that controls this area is extremely powerful. Some variety of fear, I would guess. I suggest you remain wary of its manipulations, and prepare for what is certain to be a fascinating experience.
Solas adoro o imaterial. Vou curar a galera. E pegar os itens. Nem precisou, tava todo mundo relativamente bem. Bom, já tem uns inimigos ali. Nós vamos matar logo eles. Está um viridiano sombreado. Bom, já que eu tô aqui, vamos explorar um pouco, né?
Let's look around.
Porque provavelmente eu não volto mais pra cá depois. Ó. Essa missão vai ser cumprida. Ah, legal. Cada vez que eu boto um negócio aqui eu vou ganhar magia? Isso é bom. Isso é muito bom. Isso vai dar uma upada violenta no meu personagem. Opa, inimigos. Ah, de onde? Acho que é lá em cima. Aqui eu vou ter que explorar para pegar esse material para poder dar uma upada. Antes de dar continuidade. Afinal de contas. Aí. Magia. Magia é bom. Pra mim é perfeito. fui ali, né? Aquela vela. O negócio agora é subir. Madre Gisele aqui?
By the Maker.
Ou é
Could that be?
a Andraste?
I greet you, Warden. And you, Champion.
Divine Justinia.
É a Divine Justinia, cara.
From the little I remember of what happened at Haven, I thought you were dead.
I fear the Divine is indeed dead. It is likely we face a spirit. Or a demon.
You think my survival impossible, yet here you stand alive in the Fade yourselves. In truth, proving my existence either way would require time we do not have.
Surely you can understand our concerns and explain what you are.
I am here to help you. You do not remember what happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, Inquisitor.
The real Divine would have no way of knowing that I'd been made Inquisitor.
I know, because I have examined memories like yours, stolen by the demon that serves Corypheus. It is the nightmare you forget upon waking. It feeds off memories of fear and darkness, growing fat upon the terror. The false calling that terrified the Wardens into making such grave mistakes? Its work.
I would gladly avenge the insult this nightmare dealt my brethren.
You will have your chance, brave Warden. This place of darkness is its lair.
Corypheus seems to have a lot of demons at his disposal. How does he command so many?
I know not how he commands his army of demons. His power may come from the Blight itself, but the nightmare serves willingly. For Corypheus has brought much terror to this world. He was one of the Magisters who unleashed the first Blight upon the world, was he not? Every child's cry as the Archdemon circles. Every dwarf's whimper in the deep roads. The nightmare has fed well.
Can you help us get out of the Fade?
That is why I found you. When you entered the Fade at Heaven, the demon took a part of you. Before you do anything else, you must recover it. These are your memories, Inquisitor.
Maneiro. Interessante. Sim.
Bring forth the sacrifice.
Eu lembro dessa frase bem no início do jogo.
Run while you can! Warn them!
Boa tarde, senhor Alfavito. Bem-vindo aí ao nosso joguinho hoje. Dragon Age, estão fazendo missão principal. Uma das, né? Missões principais do jogo.
Why are you doing this? You, of all people!
Só falta me dizer que agora eu sou... eu era o inimigo. Não foi não? Não. Isso é do início do jogo.
quando acontece o buraco no céu.
Now is the hour of our victory.
Why are you doing this? You, of all people.
Keep the sacrifice still.
Someone, help me!
What's going on here?
A âncora que é na mão dele. Ah, legal. Essa parte eu não tinha visto da outra vez, não. Agora ó, mostra como que ele
Your
ganha a
mark
marca.
did not come from Andraste. It came from the orb Corypheus used in his ritual.
Corypheus intended to rip open the veil, use the anchor to enter the Fade, and throw open the doors of the Black City. Not for the old gods, but for himself. When you disrupted his plan, the orb bestowed the anchor upon you instead.
Ah.
Was that everything you wanted me to see?
For the time being. You cannot escape the lair of the nightmare until you regain all that it took from you. You have recovered some of yourself, but now it knows you are here. You must make haste. I will prepare the way ahead.
Pô, essa missão tá sendo muito boa.
Something troubles you, Hawk.
Those were Grey Wardens holding the Divine in that vision. Their actions led to her death.
I assumed he had taken their minds, as you have seen him do before. Come, we can argue after we escape this dark place.
Oh, I intend to.
The Divine. Please say that was her. It was her, right?
We have survived in the Fade physically. Perhaps she did as well. Or, if it is a spirit that identifies so strongly with Justinia, that it believes it is her, how can we say it is not?
She seems interested in helping us. That much is clear.
And the nightmare? From what she said, I don't look forward to meeting it.
It is a fear demon, as I suspected, likely drawing on terrors related to the Blight. Fear is a very old, very strong feeling. It predates love, pride, compassion, every emotion. Save perhaps desire. Be wary. The nightmare will do anything in its power to weaken our resolve.
After what it did to my fellow Wardens, I pray we find some way to struggle.
Olha o Incent. Não, Alpha, não é MMO não, é um RPG mesmo. Grande, mas é um RPG single player. Se não me engano, tem a opção de multiplayer, mas não é online, não é servidor de MMO não. Mais uma coisa aqui? Não.
We have a visitor.
Opa.
Some foolish little boy comes to steal the fear I kindly lifted from his shoulders. You should have thanked me and left your fear where it lay, forgotten. You think that pain will make you stronger. What fool filled your mind with such drivel? The only one who grows stronger from your fears is me. But you are a guest here in my home, so by all means let me return what you have forgotten.
are but minor servants of the nightmare.
I hate this place.
A série é a melhor, né? Muito doida, maluco. Tem alguma coisa aqui. Ah, aqui, ó. Deixa eu ver como tá. Caramba, tá com isso tudo. Eu não limpei meu inventário antes de vir pra cá, agora tá arriscado a me ferrar. Constituição. Ah, acho que dá um de cada, pelo jeito. Alguma coisa? Só lá em cima, né? Então, vambora. Tem 3 itens. Qualquer coisa eu jogo algumas coisinhas dessa fora se seja mais barato. Eu sei que eu não vou usar mesmo. É só pra vender. Vamos ver. E Alfa, vai abrir a live hoje mais tarde ou só relaxando mesmo hoje, depois do trampo?
What am I supposed to do with that?
Ah, eu já tinha lido. Tem caminho pra cá e tem caminho pra cá, né? Vamos fazer esse trechinho aqui, que aqui já é a parte principal mesmo. Tem caminho.
Perhaps I should be afraid, facing the most powerful members of the Inquisition. Like Blackwall, there's nothing like a Grey Warden, and you are nothing like a Grey Warden.
I'll show you a Warden's strength, beast.
Tá com cara que isso aqui tudo vai virar inimigo. Bah, como se eu não conhecesse esse jogo. Ou melhor dizendo, essa série.
Sarah. If you shoot an arrow at me, I'll know where you are.
Out of my head, bitch balls!
Maneira a voz desse demônio. Ah.
Döth ma Herelan. Mabanal ina Salin. Marsolas ina Mardin.
Bonal Nadas.
A mesma carta. Provavelmente vai vir mais um grupo de inimigos. Eu creio que sim. É pra ali, né?
Did you think you mattered? Did you think anything you ever did mattered? You couldn't even save your city. How could you expect to strike down a god? You're a failure, and your family died knowing it.
Of course, the fear demon would know where to hurt us most. We must ignore it.
Those were little fears. Tiny manifestations spawned from the nightmare itself.
And they take the form of spiders. Something so many fear.
Didn't see no spiders. I'd have... freaking bloody spiders.
Remember, we walk in the Fade. Demons of fear.
The nightmare is closer now. It knows you seek escape. With each moment, it grows stronger.
Não, vou ter que matar primeiro os carinha. Tem que matar mais umzinho que tá escondido lá atrás, gente. Não acabou não. Vou pegar essas coisas, vou falar... Não, não quero pegar isso agora não. Eu quero pegar isso. Lute. Aí. Antes eu vou pegar as coisinhas. Ah, é. Vou falar com ela. Cadê ela? Tá ali. Vamos só. Recuperar isso aqui. Falar com ela.
There is not much time, Inquisitor.
So, can you tell me who, what you are?
I told you. I am helping you.
Yes, but are you her? Or some kind of Fade remnant of her? Or a spirit imitating her?
Our world is never that simple. What if the answer is none of those things? Or all of them? I am what the Maker made me. The question is, are you what the Maker made you, Inquisitor?
If I was chosen, I just don't understand why. Why me? Why this?
You are not the first to ask such questions. Did Andraste not question when the Maker charged her with an impossible task? Did she not feel unworthy? Her questions didn't lessen her heroism.
So now I'm a hero.
Not yet. Perhaps not ever. The choice will be yours.
You still haven't answered my question. What are you?
I am what you see. All other answers rest in you.
Legal. Falou, falou, falou e não respondeu nada.
I'd like to know more about the nightmare.
It is not simply fear. It is the terror you cannot remember, the horror your mind erases to protect you. When old memories no longer make the veteran soldier's hand tremble, it is because the nightmare has taken them. Most people avoid their fears. It is simple for the demon to steal the darkest fragments. They forget, and it feeds. Corypheus has helped it grow monstrous.
It makes people forget the worst parts of their fears. It almost sounds like the nightmare is helping people.
Perhaps it was once. But now, it helps none but Corypheus. By his hand, it creates more fear and grows even stronger. In any case, robbing people of their fears is never a kindness. At best, it is a mistake born of compassion. Without fear and pain and failure, we cannot learn. We cannot grow, as you cannot grow until you recover all that was taken from you.
Olha o Instant, pessoal.
What can you tell me about this mark on my hand?
You already know how the mark came to be upon your hand. As for what it is the needle that pulls the thread, as well as the key.
I don't understand.
It is the needle that passes through the veil, as little else can. You are the thread, and it is the key that locks or unlocks a door to the Fade. It lets you walk in the Fade physically, and survive. Without it, Corypheus must find another way to the Black City. It is part of you now, and cannot be removed without your death.
So all of this is just a dream? Part of the Fade?
It is not just a dream. The minds of mankind are made real here. Their hopes, their loves, and their fears. What changes their world also changes this one. And yours are footsteps that move mountains in both. Tread carefully, Inquisitor. This ground is more treacherous than you know.
You must know what really happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes.
As must you. The answer lies in your memories, lost to the nightmare when you last walked the Fade.
Or you could just tell me.
Will you trust my words? Trust what you have seen.
Tell me why you're here. Why take part in this?
After heaven, I hid here. I watched quietly, learned what I could, and searced for some way to help. And then you came.
I don't know what that means.
Corypheus and the nightmare do an injustice to the world. You must stop them. Perhaps you were meant to stop them. Perhaps that is why I am here.
We should keep moving.
Ok. Agora vamos ver as memórias.
Keep running!
É na parte que ele tira o sonho ruim, o pesadelo, né, das pessoas, deixa as pessoas melhores. Essa parte tá boa. Tô gostando dessa parte da minha nicho.
The demons!
Um investigatezinho aqui também. Não tinha visto. A última memória. Vamos lá. O que tem aqui? Tem mais alguma coisa?
só aquilo lá. Então vamos pegar a última memória. Tem não, é porque ele tá com a máscara, o Alpha. Mas segundo o nosso amigo Marcelo Schmitz, quando eu tiro a máscara dele, ele se torna o nosso Jesus metrosexual, intérprete de Game of Thrones, curte Village People, YMCA. Ele tem vários adjetivos. Pergunta pro Marcelo aí que ele vai te passar todos os adjetivos do nosso Jesus aqui na campanha. Ah, precisa partir do início.
That's how I escaped.
The demon!
Keep running!
Ah! Go!
É isso aí.
It was you. They thought it was Andraste sending me from the Fade. It was the Divine behind me. And then you. She died.
Yes.
So this creature is simply a spirit.
I think we all knew that was the case, Warden.
I am sorry if I disappoint you.
Sabia que era um demônio. Sempre é um demônio quando tá no Fade. Sempre. Maneiro. Agora eu não sei.
The only thing that's important right now is getting out of the Fade. Whatever you are, you've helped us so far.
What we do know is that the mortal divine perished at the temple, thanks to the Grey Wardens.
As I said, the Grey Wardens responsible for that crime were under the control of Corypheus. We can discuss this further once we return to Adamant.
Yes, Adamant, where the Inquisition faces an army of demons raised by the Wardens.
How dare you judge us? You tore Kirkwall apart and started the Mage Rebellion.
To protect innocent mages, not madmen drunk on blood magic. Even without the influence of Corypheus, the Wardens go too far. They need to be checked.
Agreed. The Wardens may once have served a greater good, but they are far too dangerous now.
What are you saying? You want to get rid of the Wardens? Everyone makes mistakes. They would have died to save us.
It isn't like you can just get rid of them. I mean, it's never good when they show, but they're supposed to be heroes.
Não quero dar nenhum pros dois, embora o Rock é o campeão de Kirkwall.
Sweet Maker, could both of you please shut up? We can argue once we've escaped from the giant fear demon.
Inquisitor!
Ei! Nossa, várias aranhazinhas.
The nightmare has found us.
Form up!
I'm with you.
Real or not, the divine is the key to escaping from the fate.
Bom, se ela é um espírito de fé, então ela é realmente divina. Aqui é a continuação de onde eu tava. Cadê? Eu fui lá, fui. Opa.
Warden's Drow. How must it feel to devote your whole life to the Wardens, only to watch them fall? Or worse, to know that you were responsible for their destruction. When the next blight comes, will they curse your name?
With the Maker's blessing, we'll end this. Should be.
Pega, filho, pega. Deixa eu ver como tá aqui. Só tem mais 3. Qualquer coisa eu jogo fora alguma coisa. Opa, pera. Ainda não, o Alpha, ainda não. Ué. Ah, tá. É ali, né? É. O negócio que eu acabei de pegar, eu tenho que botar aqui pra ganhar um pontinho de força. Falta mais 2 ainda disso pra ganhar os outros 2 atributos. Opa, tem um espelho ali.
Do you think you can fight me? I am your every fear come to life. I am the veiled hand of Corypheus himself. The demon army you fear, I command it. They are bound all through me.
Ah, so if we banish you, we banish the demons. Thank you. Every fear come to life.
Ele acabou de dizer como destrói tudo. Ô demônio esperto esse, hein? Cara, esse grupo com 6 tá batendo forte pra caramba. 2 extra aí. Calma aí, eu tenho um caminho pra cima e um caminho pra baixo. Eu acho que o pra baixo é aqui e aqui é o de cima. Mas eu vou dar um save. Vamos ver. Esta é a minha teoria.
Ground should be down. Sky should be high. Figure it out, Fade!
Bem-vindo de volta aí, Ryan. Tem muita coisa aqui. Ferrou. 90. Chegamos ao máximo. Não adianta nada mover, vai continuar com o mesmo item. Ah, que droga, eu odeio quando isso acontece. Por que eu tô achando que eu tô no caminho certo agora, em vez de estar no caminho errado? Fiquei curioso agora de voltar lá e ver aquele caminho de cima. É aqui. Não. Rapaz, Ah, legal. Obrigado aí pela informação. Vou matar logo esse dragão aqui.
No, no, no! That's too big!
It wants our fear. Deny it and it has nothing.
Tem alguém caído ali, mais um negócio de sonho pra dar pontinho. Aqui, ó. Animal empalhado. Vem aqui. Ok. Não, sem espelho, por enquanto. Tá. Ah, tá. Save aqui, a Justinha tá ali. É só não ir pro lado dela, eu vou ir pro outro lado. Encheu? Encheu de novo. Quero a coisa mais fraca aí de... Ah. Eu uso mesmo. E o o Cole já tá com armamento melhor de qualquer modo. Aqui que... Deixa. Não vou me apressar em vender demais, às vezes não chega mais quase nada e eu me ferro. Olha o Incent. Um espelho ali. Tá. Isso, Blackwall, é verdade. Ah. Cole, desespero. Ah, é o pesadelo de cada um. Ó, o Cole é o desespero. O Solas é morrer sozinho. Blackwall é a verdade. Sarah, o nada. Cassandra, impotência. Verificar com seus pais. Touro de Ferro, loucura. Ah, é porque ele é espião, né? Tem mais alguém? Cadê o Dorian? Tá faltando o Dorian. Tentação. Tá faltando quem mais? Vamos lá. Botar isso aqui lá na paradinha, pegar o nosso pontinho e ir pra... Aqui o imaterial. Eu fiz tudo. Peguei a recompensa do sonhador. Onde tá isso? Opa. Vários inimigos. Opa. Isso é o que, mano? Tem uma carcaça lá. Agora eu fiquei querendo saber onde eu... Ah, é aqui, depois de falar com a Justinha. Ah, maneiro. Cadê o bicho? Tá vindo um grandão também? Maneiro, hein?
Pegar as coisinhas. Tá. 9. Tá salvo. Vamos pegar. Vamos falar com a Justine, matar o dragão maiorzão. O demônio maiorzão que vai vir daqui a pouco. Com certeza.
You must get through the rift, Inquisitor. Get through, and then slam it closed with all your strength. That will banish the army of demons and exile this cursed creature to the farthest reaches of the faith.
Eu tô com... Vou ver, tá de novo. Tchau pra você. Vou tirar mais umzinho também, só pra... Então... Caraca, quanto ar! Pra você também. Apareceu outro negócio aqui. É que eu tô...
The rift! We're almost there!
How about we all just shut up and run?
Olha lá o pesadelo. Porque seria menor, né? Coisa bizarra.
If you would, please tell Liliana. I am sorry. I fell for you too.
Ela se entregou pra matar o bicho? Sim.
You are nothing. You will die in agony. You cannot stand against me.
Não? Tô quase te matando, filho. Quase que eu vou.
I grow fat on your fear.
Eu quero loot! Deixa eu pegar o loot!
We need to clear a path! Go! I'll cover you. No, you were right. The Grey Wardens...
Alguém vai ter que morrer.
A warden must help them rebuild. That's your job. Corypheus is mine.
Ai, ai, ai. Quem fica? E aí, quem vão matar? O campeão de Kirkwall, principal do Dragon Age 2? Ou o Strahd? Sendo que nós temos um outro Grey Warden, né? Que é o Black. Ó, spin da Binks, galera. Deixa eu só abrir o spin aqui. É, se ele fica, ele morre. Ele bota provavelmente morrerá. Ele vai morrer.
Strahd. Inquisitor. It has been an honor.
Eu quero loot. Deixa eu pegar o loot.
For the Warden!
Não vai deixar eu pegar o loot. Ah, se eu soubesse eu tinha pego o loot durante a batalha. Me ferrei. Perdi meu loot. E o Grey Warden morreu. Eita, nós. Ah, pensei até que era Matrix agora, rapaz.
She was right. Without the nightmare to control them, the mages are free. And Corypheus loses his demon army. Though as far as they're all concerned, the Inquisitor broke the spell with the blessing of the Maker.
They came out of this alive. As far as I'm concerned, they can tell whatever stories they like.
I suppose you're right.
Inquisitor, the Archdemon flew off as soon as you disappeared. The Venatori Magister is unconscious but alive. Cullen thought you might wish to deal with him yourself. As for the Wardens, those who weren't corrupted helped us fight the demons. We stand ready to help make up for Clarel's tragic mistake. Where is Strahd?
Warden Strahd died, striking a blow against the servant of the Blight. We will honor his sacrifice. And remember how he exemplified the ideals of the Grey Warden.
Bonito, bonito.
Even as Corypheus and his servants tried to destroy you all from within.
Inquisitor, we have no one left of any significant rank. What do we do now?
You stay and do whatever you can to help. Stroud died for the ideals of the Wardens. In war, victory. And we are still at war. Do you believe the Wardens can still help?
I do, your worship.
You're still vulnerable to Corypheus, and possibly his Venatori. But there are plenty of demons that need killing.
While they do that, I'll inform the Wardens at Weishaupt what's happened. Best they not get caught off guard.
Thank you, your worship. We will not fail you.
Good luck, Inquisitor. It's been an honor. And take care of Varric for me.
Não, depois de toda essa cena do rock, o Alessandro, eu tô com vontade de jogar o Dragon Age 2. Pra finalizar, pra entender. Que fala muita coisa, principalmente da parte da Revolução dos Magos, né? Da revolta dos magos no círculo de Kirkwall. E aí eu tô meio que boiando nessa parte, eu quero agora entender. Mas provavelmente eu vou jogar o Dragon Age 1, porque tem muita gente aqui que não deve ter visto, e isso é bom, porque também tem gente que apareceu aqui, tipo Alistar. Apareceu aqui no jogo, lá no início do jogo, só que não tem um lore dele. Não tem todo o lore dele, que ele é um dos companheiros, e ele é super importante no jogo como um todo. Então, provavelmente depois desse aqui, eu devo jogar o 1 e o 2, em sequência. Tem muito RPG grande pra jogar ainda, gente. Tem Witcher 3 que eu quero jogar, Witcher 1 e 2. São jogos também 60 horas de jogo ou mais.
Hawk sent me one final report. He's on his way to Weishaupt. As for the Grey Wardens, they are fighting demons and Red Templars while staying clear of Venatori. You dealt Corypheus a significant blow, Inquisitor.
We owe much of that to Stroud, and to the Divine.
Yes. While you bested Corypheus here and at Halam Shiral, he himself was not present either time. We fear he's close to finding another way to enter the Fade. When you have a moment, Colin and Josephine are waiting in the war room with an update. What was she like? Divine Justinia, or her soul, or the spirit that took her form. I read your report. I know it isn't clear, but...
She seemed calm, serene even, and she guided us the whole way through.
That does sound like her.
She did ask me to tell you something, though. She said, "I'm sorry. I failed you too."
Oh. I should finish this before it slips my mind. Perhaps later we might discuss the matter further. Thank you.
Uau, que missão maneira. Bom, deixa eu fazer uma coisa aqui. Vamos pra cá. Eu tenho que limpar. Nem que seja só botar lá no inventário. Tem muita coisa que eu tenho que jogar fora. Depois eu faço a limpa. Depois eu faço a limpa de tudo.
Ainda assim tô com 25. Eu dei mole, né? Eu tava lá em cima. Deixa eu ir na hora da pesquisa, entregar a pesquisa logo. Aqui. Ah, é, tem gente pra julgar, né? Tem o cara lá do venatório, eu posso julgar ele. Eu tenho missão. Não, meu. Galerinha, eu vou fazer aquele break rapidinho que vai dar uma urinadinha rapidão, pegar alguma coisa pra beber e já volto. Vou aproveitar para passar aquele bloquinho de ad e já voltamos aí. Valeu? Estamos de volta. Então, Ana Leica, o que eu faço? Eu evito de ficar passando vários ads durante a live para não ficar atrapalhando, porque tem hora que do nada aparece uma conversa. Então eu prefiro na hora que eu vou dar uma pausazinha, pegar uma água, pegar uma cerveja, uma coisa assim, e quando eu vou no banheiro, aí eu boto um bloquinho maior de ad e assim, o pessoal que quiser ir pegar alguma coisa, beber uma água também. Ah, tem que ir na mesa. Vai dar prosseguimento aqui.
It's time to plan our next attack. What's the state of the Inquisition?
We're well loved in Orlais. Say the words and Empress Celine will send her support.
And your actions at Adamant denied Corypheus his army of pet demons. With Orlais' support, our numbers match his. Corypheus' followers must be panicking.
My agents agree. Our victories have shaken his disciples.
We've beaten their god twice over. Corypheus must be livid. Where is he now?
After Adamant, Corypheus uprooted his major strongholds and sent them marching south to the Arbor Wilds. His army clearly wasn't prepared to flee. Our victories have them on the defensive.
They've terrorized Thetis long enough. We end them now. If Corypheus is hiding in the Arbor Wilds, that's where we'll go.
But what is Corypheus doing in such a remote area?
His people have been ransacking elven ruins since Haven. We believe he seeks more. What he hopes to find, however, continues to elude us.
Which should surprise no one. Fortunately, I can assist.
You have my attention, Lady Morrigan.
What Corypheus seeks in those Forgotten Woods is as ancient as it is dangerous.
Which is?
'Tis best if I show you. This is an Illuvian, an elven artifact from a time long before their empire was lost to human greed. I restored this one at great cost, but another lies within the Arbor Wilds. That is what Corypheus seeks.
It's beautiful in its way.
I found legends of an elven temple within the Arbor Wilds, untouched. It proved too dangerous to approach, and thus I turned elsewhere to find my prize. If Corypheus has turned southward, he could succeed where I failed. The Illuvian would be his.
What does it do?
A more appropriate question would be, where does it lead?
E o plot vai ficando mais intenso.
If this place once had a name, it has long been lost. I call it the Crossroads, a place where all Illuvians join, wherever they might be.
This place is extraordinary. How could this even exist?
Who can say? Formed from the fabric of time and space, perhaps. The ancient elves left no roads, only ruins hidden in far-flung corners. This is how they traveled between them. As you can see, most of the mirrors are dark, broken, corrupted, or unusable. As for the rest, a few can be opened from this side, but only a few.
How did you find out about this place?
My travels have led me to many strange destinations, Inquisitor. Once, they led me here. It offered sanctuary.
Sanctuary?
Not all the mirrors lead back to our world. The ancients were nothing if not resourceful.
If they don't lead back to our world, then...
Places between, like this one. I can describe it no better. For a time, I was safe from those who hunted me, but only for a time. One cannot remain in between forever.
What do you mean, a few can be opened from this side?
Some of the Illuvians have been left unlocked, like doors accidentally left ajar. All others are closed. They can be opened only from beyond.
Opened how?
With a key.
I suppose you have such a key?
The key can be many things. Each Illuvian is different. I have knowledge as well as power. Often that is enough.
This place isn't natural. It almost seems... constructed. It's as if someone made a pocket within the Fade, with its own rules of reality. If the ancient elves could do this...
It seems remarkable that the Magisters of Tevinter could ever challenge them. Yes.
It's deteriorating. Eventually this place will simply collapse on itself.
Who can say how old it is? For now it stands, and thus retains its value.
Corypheus wants to come here?
This is not the Fade, but it is very close. Someone with enough power could tear down the ancient barriers.
And enter the Fade in the flesh, like Corypheus wanted to do with the Anchor.
He learned of the Illuvian in the Arbor Wilds as I did. He marshals the last of his forces to reach it. You have made Corypheus desperate, Inquisitor. We must work together to stop him, and soon.
Interessante. Bom, depois de uma missão dessa, provavelmente todos os companheiros têm alguma coisa para falar. E pessoal que está aí no chat, se vocês olharem a parte de baixo aí dos cards, eu tô com duas extensõezinhas aí. Uma extensão é o TwitchPix, para vocês votarem entre esses 4 jogos aí qual que vai ser o próximo a entrar na nossa lista. E a extensão de sugestões, caso vocês queiram dar alguma sugestão de jogo, alguma sugestão de melhoria da live, né? Atualmente nossa lineup de jogos é essa. E aí esses joguinhos que estão lá na TwitchPic, um deles vai entrar nessa lista para ser um dos próximos jogados aí. Tá.
Olha, tem um monte de coisa pra fazer. Tem julgamento pra fazer. É um pulo no futuro. É um pulo no futuro. Então existe um joguinho. Não sei se você já ouviu falar. Se chama 999. Em inglês é 999 The Nonary Games. O jogo é bizarro. É uma. Como diz? É uma click and point novel, né? E o jogo te joga pro futuro, o passado. É bizarro. Mas é interessante a história. Pena que eu acho que só tem em inglês. E é um pouco complexo. Mas é interessante. Se der um dia eu boto ele na live. Ó, já liberou a próxima missão. Oh, ganhei um perkzinho. Tá, deixa eu ver o que eu posso colocar. Plano de armas, isso aqui é para receber plano de armas. Vou botar isso daqui, concentração avançada. Deixa eu ver os outros. Tenho 3 pontos gastos aqui. O que vai fazer mais efeito pra mim, exceto os de experiência, é esse daqui. Vou botar isso aqui. Ó, quase um pirulito. Bom. Essa daqui. E essa daqui. Ok. Opa, ganhei uma missão lá que eu não tinha visto. 8 horas. 6. 5. Aqui provavelmente. Caraca, 40. Não tem bastante coisa para fazer? Deve dar tempo. Pode ser ela, ele tá ocupado. Ou ele seria 2 horas só.
Inquisitor?
Mais alguma coisa nova? Não. Então, vou fazer esse aqui com a Leliana mesmo. E vai ficar para amanhã.
Inquisitor.
Ok. Fazer o julgamento daquele maluco que eu... daquele Venatori. Eu acho que... se eu não matar ele, eu provavelmente vou fazer ele virar um tranquilo. Vamos lá. Hora do julgamento.
Adamant's influence continues, your worship. I submit Lord Livius Erimond of Virantium, who remains loyal to Corypheus. We found him alive, offering extreme resistance, likely because the Order will ask for his head. In more colorful terms. To say nothing of justice you might personally require for what was suffered in the Fade.
Countless better men and women than you are dead. Why shouldn't this be quick?
I recognize none of this proceeding. You have no authority to judge me.
On the contrary, many officials have communicated that they will defer to the Inquisitor on this matter.
Because they fear not just Corypheus, but Tevinter, rightful ruler of every piece of ground you trod in your pathetic life. I served a living god. Bring down your blades and free me from the physical. Glory awaits me.
Não, isso aqui não seria bom. Ele tava controlando os guardiões? Eu vou dar uma de mal dessa vez.
Lord Erimond, any protection you thought you had has apparently been withdrawn. You will die by my hand.
Petty actions. Truth lies in the next world.
Olha o tamanho da espada. Espada de executor mesmo. Ó. Execução Aurora. Ué, tem outra já? Tá, deixa eu fazer uma coisa, pra não dar... Eu já vi dar uns bugzinhos quando eu faço algumas em sequência. Gostei dessa resolução, vou deixar ela. Não vou fazer meu save scan. Mas eu vou bater um papo com meus amigos aqui, meus parceirinhos de... Ah, eu entrei no meu cômodo. Falar com o restante da galera da Inquisição. Deve ter coisa nova aí pra... Atos novos. Vamos falar logo com o meu romance.
Inquisitor, I'm afraid untangling my engagement to Lord Otranto will take some time.
Is there anything I can do?
He is Antivan. The only acceptable thing to do would be to challenge him to a duel for my favor.
Arrange the duel with Lord Otranto, then.
What? No, Inquisitor, please. That was said in jest. The traditional form of dueling among Antivan nobles isn't usually fatal, but there's always a chance of harm. I hardly wish to see you skewered on a sword point for the sake of my honor.
Vou fazer essa missão, assim que liberar lá a próxima lá, vou fazer essa. Temos o Varric aqui.
Inquisitor.
I knew Stroud, you know, not well. He led the Wardens near Kirkwall. Not many people knew who he was, but the man was a hero when it mattered. He wasn't the first good man to fall to Corypheus. He won't be the last. This story's no good for heroes.
You must be glad that Hawk made it back in one piece.
Yeah, closest thing I've ever seen to a miracle there. Oh, Hawk asked me to tell everyone back in Kirkwall where he's going. I'll have to let Carver know. I'm sure he'll take it well. I'd better write some letters. Excuse me.
Ok. Vamos lá em cima. Eu já falo com a Leliana.
Inquisitor, I have been thinking. You remember everything now, yes? The explosion at Haven, escaping the breach. In your report, you said Justinia was with you. But only you emerged in the end. Why? Why were you the only survivor?
She knew it was either her or me. And she wanted me to live.
Of course. Of course she did. That's just like her. Her message to me. I failed you too. I'm not sure I understand what that means. Did you say anything else? Anything at all?
If
you remember?
I'm sorry, Liliana. That was it.
There are no answers in the fate. Only illusions. A warped memory. Justinia has never failed me. I was her left hand. Now she's dead. I failed her.
Olha aí, tem um usuário novo. Feature na Binks. E aqui tem mais quem? Aqui mais ninguém, tem que descer agora.
I set aside an entire shelf for Grey Warden lore, and so far it's not even half full. Those wardens and their secrets.
A request has been made of you, Inquisitor. Here it is.
As you were.
Yes, Inquisitor.
Fiona, tem uma coisa pra falar?
Told you gave the Grey Wardens another chance, Inquisitor. Would I have done the same, I wonder? Forgiveness can be difficult. I hope the Order values what you've done and gives you no reason to regret it.
I'll leave you to it.
É só lore. Aí, nosso Colorful Man.
You have remarkably little here on early Tevinter history. All these gifts to the Inquisition, and the best they can do is the Malefica Imperio. Trite propaganda. But if you want 20 volumes on whether Divine Galatea took a shit on Sunday, this is evidently the place to find it.
Pô, a legendagem tá errada, o cara falou Sunday. O cara botaram no sábado. Ó, posso flertar com ele, mas não.
I see. My library isn't up to your exacting standards.
It's alarmingly chaotic. I found a copy of the Oribalian in what seemed to be the Antivan Classics section.
How scandalous. Someone alert the Magisterium.
You laugh, but in some places there are punishments for that. I see something by Genitivi here. I could have sworn.
What is this about, Dorian?
When everyone returned, they told us about your tumble into the Abyssal Rift. You went into the Fade. Physically went in. Are you... all right?
Olha o Vincent.
Stroud is gone.
The Fade is an ordeal under normal circumstances. To be the only real thing there, beyond description. That you made it out at all is a miracle. You do realize this feat hasn't been performed in over 1,000 years. Corypheus and his contemporaries entered the Fade and began the Blights. In comparison.
Nostra.
That's not exactly comforting, Dorian.
Nor should it be. If you can walk in the Fade, others will try to follow. Who knows what secrets Corypheus has revealed? Not all of them will be as lucky as you. What they could unleash. My advice? Keep this quiet. Let them speculate. Too many will see this as a challenge.
That's a good idea.
There are enough idiots in the world who think if they just use enough blood magic, their problems will vanish. It's exactly the sort of thing I want to stop back home. This I don't need. What I do need is a copy of the Liberalum. I'll wager I can find Corypheus's real name. If I can prove he was a grasping ankle-biter with no family to speak of, the luster would come right off. Wish me luck.
O nome do nosso inimigo. Agora é Solas.
I cannot believe the Grey Wardens could even conceive of such a plan. To seek out these old gods deliberately in some bizarre attempt to preempt the Blight.
And calling the army of demons. That's my favorite part.
The demons are nothing. They're a tool.
A tool that would have let Corypheus...
Eu quero perder standing com ele, não, porque já perdi bocado antes.
I cannot believe the Grey Wardens could even conceive of such a plan. To seek out these old gods deliberately in some bizarre attempt to preempt the Blight.
Grey Wardens have always been dangerous. They care for nothing beyond stopping the Darkspawn.
Like a fair maiden chasing a butterfly off a cliff. Except that if you hadn't stopped them, we'd all have fallen. Those fools and duty. Responsibility is not expertise. Action is not inherently superior to inaction. Forgive me. The entire idea is unnerving.
Ah, ficou bolado. Esqueci que aqui em cima tem a Vivienne também. Naquela portinha. Cadê a portinha? Portinha aqui. E essa maluca também que é.
Inquisitor.
Ela. Porcaria nenhuma. Fala com a Vivi.
Bastian is dead. I can hardly believe. It was the Wintersend Ball. My first visit to the Imperial Palace. The Circle sent a dozen of us to entertain the nobility. I was in awe of everyone and everything, and then our eyes met. Bastien spent the entire ball at my side. The Dowager tried to have him killed for slighting her, but he didn't care.
Obviously he was smitten, but what did you think of him?
He was a dashing rogue, and any defects he might have had were made up for with rank and importance. It was a more innocent time, I suppose. And now he's gone, and I must write to his son Laurent. And his sister will make a terrible fuss if she isn't informed first. And I'll need to arrange for the Chantry services. Maker only knows how long that will take.
If I can help you, just say the word.
No, my dear. I'll handle everything. Excuse me, I have so much to do.
Vou falar com ela de novo, porque isso aí foi da missão que eu fiz com ela. Pra ela.
You walked physically through the Fade. Please tell me what you remember.
I had visions. Echoes of what happened to me the first time. The Divine was there, or something like her.
Manifestations of your own mind, perhaps? Or external memories awakened by your presence? I suppose there's no way to tell. No one else has physically entered the Fade since the Magisters assaulted the Golden City. Oh, I'm positively envious right now.
Ok. Agora... Falei. Morgan. Ok. Ela tem alguma coisa nova pra falar? Cadê ela? A Sarah tá no bar. Vou falar com ela, com a Iron Bull, com a
I
Cassandra.
understand you have spared the Grey Wardens from destroying what goodwill was left them. 'Tis good of you, considering the weakness Corypheus exploited was their own doing. Still, should a true archdemon one day arise, they will no doubt be needed. Or so they would have us believe.
I'd like to know more about you.
If you have questions, then ask.
Isso aqui é da postei.
I leave you to the garden.
Until next time, then.
Aqui não tem mais nada. Lembrando que eu tenho plantinhas pra pegar aqui. Já vou pegar logo. Eu tenho que...
There is a problem that needs your attention, Inquisitor.
Ok, mais uma operaçãozinha pra fazer. E Madre Gisele, cadê a Madre Gisele? Vamos falar com ela, ver se...
Inquisitor, the soldiers say you banished the demons at Adamant and freed the Grey Warden mages. I understand from Sister Leliana that the truth is somewhat more complex, but no less extraordinary. She said that you spoke with a figure in the Fade that seemed to be the soul of divine Justinia. I suspect many of the faithful would like to know what Justinia told you.
She helped me remember what happened at the Conclave. The Maker didn't give me the mark on my hand. I was struck in battle. And Andraste didn't send me. The figure everyone saw was divine Justinia.
I'm so sorry. That must have come as quite a shock.
I don't have time to dwell on it. We have a war to fight.
Then I will save my own ruminations upon faith and belief, and simply pray for your success, Inquisitor.
Eu dei uma
It is
grossa.
wise that you do not let what happened in the Fade spread, however. Some would not understand. Now, is there anything I can help you with?
Farewell, revered mother.
Fui só um pouquinho grosso. Só um pouquinho. Vou botar cá embaixo. Cassandra.
Writing does not come naturally to me, as I'm certain you can imagine.
Are you all right? You seem very intent.
I am. This needs to be done before I forget. As if written by a dim-witted child. Historians will one day ask what happened at Adamant Fortress, in the Fade. I wasn't there, but others were. Their accounts must be recorded.
That's an excellent idea, Cassandra.
I certainly thought so, until I started writing. I still don't know what to say about the spirit of the divine. The Chantry teaches us that the souls of the dead pass through the Fade, so it could have been her. Yet even so...
Do you really think it might have been her? A ghost?
A ghost. A remnant of her hopes and memories. Her lingering will to do good. Those things are all possible. Nobody knows for certain what happens after we die. A spirit could have assumed her form, but why? It helped you, as Justinia herself would have.
Perhaps it doesn't matter what she really was then.
It matters to me, to what I must write. I wish I'd seen her, seen it. I feel so inadequate trying to interpret.
I believe it was the Divine. She helped us one last time.
I hope that's true. I want to believe it. When they told me you were physically in the Fade, I was terrified for you. The last time such a thing happened, we created Darkspawn. We created Corypheus. The world needs to know the truth this time. No more legends lost to the ages.
Ok. Opa, tem coisa aqui, ó. Tem coisa nova.
Inquisitor,
What's been going on?
that strange boy came in with an armful of chickens. You're looking after him, right?
Take care.
Again. Again. Come on! This is why the Qun doesn't like women fighting. I should have asked Cullen.
Good one.
Perhaps you can take over.
Qunari training exercise to master your fear. I heard about the nightmare at Adamant. Sounded big. All right.
There we go. Oh, yeah. Damn demon. Who's stuck in the Fade, huh?
So we're working out your fear with a stick.
Less talking, more hitting. Piece of Fade, piece of crap! And who killed you? That's right, Iron fucking Bull! I needed that. Thanks, boss.
Are you sure you don't want to talk about it?
We just did.
Deixa eu só fazer uma paradinha aqui. Já? Ah, perdi o jogo. Agora é Sarah e Cole. E tem uma missão ali, né?
They lost a lot of them. For the cause, right?
No, I heard they didn't know.
Sure.
Charges were just in the way.
I had no use for them. Looks like I wasn't alone.
Fala com a doida. Que deve estar.
Sarah. About Adamant and what happened in the Fade. What was that about? That's what I do.
Olha o
Shut up and
Vicente.
listen, yeah? Never again. You hear me? Everyone is pretending it made sense. Demons and visions and all of it. The Fade isn't real. And I saw nothing. Nothing. They were like little empty things. Like there's nothing in the dark. No point. Stupid, right? That shouldn't be scary, like it was. I'd have taken spiders. Like you. You're scared of spiders. All of them. Even little ones.
Pretty much scared of all spiders, yes.
That's no good. I mean, they're everywhere. I bet even right here, just crawling with those legs and hairy eyes. That's probably not helping. It's stupid to think about anyway. Everybody going on about imaginary stuff when real people died. Probably. Stroud, yeah? Lost a serious mustache there. And in trade, a busted down bunch of wardens. And they're always weird. Usually, bad stuff happens first, so you're glad when the hero shows up. But wardens are the wrong way round. They're the good thing that means a bad thing is about to happen. Like in Denerim, when the Blight ended.
Someone has to have a plan. How else do you fight something that big?
Is it planning when legends show up? That's what they used to be. Just stories about griffons and stuff. I wonder what other made-up rubbish is just someone's plan we don't know about. Could do with less. Blackwall's nice, though. Different from the adamant ones. Need more like him.
Ok. Ah tá, entendi. Aquela missão que apareceu, na verdade, foi só ouvir a música da Barda. Maluquinho. Espírito maluquinho.
No. But you like demons. I enjoy the company of spirits, yes, which is part of why I do not abuse them with bindings. It isn't abuse if I ask. Not always true. Also, I do not practice blood magic, which renders this entire conversation academic. He won't bind me. He's a mage and he likes demons, but he won't help.
Why would you want Solus to bind you?
So I'm safe. If Solus won't do the ritual to bind me, someone else could. Will. Like the Warden mages, and then I'm not me anymore. Walls around what I want. Blocking, bleeding, making me a monster.
A mage using blood magic could conceivably do that to any one of us, human or demon.
You should ask Solus to bind you too. And then someone can bind him.
We'll find a way to keep you safe without binding you, Cole.
I have a suggestion, if Cole is ready to listen. I recall stories of amulets used by Raveni seers to protect spirits they summoned from rival mages. A spirit, wearing an amulet of the Unbound, was immune to blood magic and binding. It should protect Cole as well. The resources of the Inquisition could be used to find such a talisman. Good. They will not take me.
Doidão, doidão. Ah, falta quem? Falta Blackwall e Cullen. Blackwall deve estar boladão por causa dos Warden.
Someone I knew once described Adamant to me. Adamant is, and always will be, the Order, he said. A guardian on the edge of the abyss. The lone soul that stares into oblivion and doesn't waver. That's what Warden Commander Clarel tried to be. Well, they all tried to be. None of the Wardens we saw wavered. They gave their lives willingly. They died for us. And Corypheus twisted their sacrifice to make it his own.
We stopped him. We saved most of the Wardens.
But not all of them. And they died thinking they were doing something good. There's no one to blame but Corypheus. Even Clarel's intentions were righteous. Her desire to protect was so great it led her astray. It's not right. To want to do good, to be good, and have that turned against you.
Don't think of what went wrong. Think of their intentions, their sacrifice. Honor their selflessness.
Clarel made mistakes, but she was a great woman. And she died a great woman. It's not the armor or the trappings of the Order. It's not the joining. At the heart of it, all a warden is a promise. To protect others, even at the cost of your own life.
Sim. O Colo. Pena que os Wardens aqui se tornaram, sei lá... Eu gostava tanto da história deles no primeiro jogo.
I am at your service.
How are you doing? Good business?
In this gilded fortress, how could we not be?
Skyhold needs a healthy flow of goods. How can I help?
You've cleared 2 of the major hubs and restored trade to many. Gratitude would flow if this continued.
We'll speak another time.
Certainly, Lord Inquisitor.
Vamos viajar. Tem uma coisa aqui que eu não vi.
Inquisitor.
Ah, aquele carinha do...
This is amazing. Convincing the keeper took work, but I'm so glad you managed.
O cara do Kyun. Tem uma coisa aqui? É o Black Wall mesmo.
Want a drink? I've a hankering for company. When I was a boy, there were these urchins who roamed the streets near my father's house. One day, they found a dog. A wretched little thing. It came to them for food. I caught it, tied a rope around its neck, and strung it up. Do you know what I did?
You stopped them? Cut the dog down?
I did nothing. Not a damn thing. It was crying. I saw the kicking legs, the neck straining and twisting. And I turned around, went inside, and closed the door. I could have told my father, or alerted someone. I didn't. I just pretended it wasn't happening.
You said you were just a boy.
I was old enough to know the dog was suffering and that it was wrong. I may as well have tied the noose myself. We could make the world better. It's just easier to shut our eyes.
Nothing worth doing is easy.
Look at you. You would have done the right thing. We're lucky there are people like you in the world. There's always some dog out there. Some fucking mongrel that doesn't know how to stay away.
Sociável. Ok. Faltou... Culling. Ah, beleza. Melhor ainda. Me deixa no lugar que eu tava querendo, né? Sim, foi essa parte que passou basicamente agora nessa última missão. Ô Alessandro. Boa tarde, Gandalf. Bem-vindo, meu camarada. Vamos tranquilo aí. Fiz errado aqui. Fizemos uma bela de uma missão de main story hoje. Agora eu tô continuando
os papos com os meus companheiros, porque sempre tem alguma coisa nova depois que tem evento grande assim. E eu ainda tenho mais um julgamento para fazer, que eu não lembro qual. Ó, Spina Binks, galera. Ó o viciadinho aí.
First the Templars, now the Grey Wardens. Both devoted their lives to fighting evil. Now they serve it.
Not by choice. They were manipulated by Corypheus.
I'm not sure that's a comfort. The Inquisition must serve as an example. We must stand where others fall.
Is there anything I should know?
I'd gotten used to mages disliking me on principle. Vivienne's views on Templars are surprisingly traditional.
That's all for now.
Should you require anything, I'll be here.
Ok, então a dele não teve nada praticamente. Vou botar ele pra fazer aquela missão da Josephine. Deixa eu só ver uma coisa aqui. Ah, então já vai ter continuação já da história principal aqui. Cadê? Ah, não viu esse inimigo. É aqui.
All right.
Olha o Incent pra quem. A Selene. A Imperatriz mesmo. Deixa eu só dar um save aqui. Agora a Morgan faz parte da mesa? Que maneiro. Dá pra fazer, não tá tão ruim não.
Are the soldiers ready?
As ready as they can be. We're asking a lot of them.
With an illuvion, Corypheus could cross into the Fade in the flesh.
Indeed. The Inquisitor can attest that these artifacts still work if one knows how to use them.
What happens when Corypheus enters the Fade?
Why, he will gain his heart's desire and take the power of a god. Or, and this is more likely, the lunatic will unleash forces that tear the world apart.
I won't allow it. I can't.
Indeed, should Corypheus succeed, do not doubt you would be first to feel his holy wrath.
Pardon me, but does this mean everything's lost unless we get to the Illuvion before him?
Corypheus has a head start, no matter how quickly our army moves.
We should gather our allies before we march.
Can we wait for them? We should send our spies ahead to the Arbor Wilds.
Okay.
Without support from the soldiers, you'd lose half of them.
Then what should we do?
You overcome it, all three of you together. Josephine, have our allies send scouts to meet us in the wilds. Liliana, your fastest agents will join them. Together, we'll have enough spies to slow down Corypheus' army until Cullen's soldiers arrive.
Such confidence. But the Arbor Wilds are not so kind to visitors. Old elven magic lingers in those woods.
We'd be remiss to not take advantage of your knowledge, Lady Morgan. Please, lend us your expertise.
'Tis why I came here, although it is good to see its value recognized.
Any further instructions, Inquisitor?
The Inquisition began as a handful of soldiers. Thanks to you, we're now a force that will topple a self-proclaimed god. I could ask for no finer counsel, no better guidance.
I speak for all of us when I answer. We could ask for no finer cause.
We'll hound Corypheus in the wilds before he can find the temple or the Siluvion.
Se eu começar agora, eu vou terminar essa live lá meia-noite. São 8h40. Não, vou cancelar por enquanto. Vou deixar para amanhã. Amanhã? Quarta. Amanhã eu acho que eu não vou fazer live. Amanhã eu tenho uma viagem, duas viagens a trabalho amanhã. Um pouquinho longe de onde eu moro, então... Amanhã eu vou quase para fronteira da França com a Itália. Tá. Vamos fazer esse julgamento então. Mas o jogo tá ficando maneiro, assim, a história tá intensificando e tá ficando bem legal de continuar, dá vontade de continuar jogando. Só que hoje eu não posso nem dormir tão tarde por causa da viagem.
Another of the lingering pains of adamant, your worship. Sir Ruth is a senior warden of the Order. She was one of the many who slit the throat of another to bind a demon. She does not contest this. In fact, she surrendered to us. She requests no mercy. She wants the public justice of the headman's axe.
You were free to rejoin your comrades, and yet you present yourself here.
There is no excuse for my actions. I murdered another of the Order. That blood marks me more than the Blight ever could.
Accepting their actions while thralls of Corypheus, many treaties allow wardens any extreme if it opposes the Blight.
I can't do it. I can't use the greater good to justify my crimes, as if it would create a future I could be a part of. It is wrong that this broke me. I've done worse with full sanction. I can do nothing except be an example of the cost.
Para ordem, se ela quer morrer, esse é o destino final.
You feel your life is over. There's a place for such wardens. Sir Ruth, you'll go to the deep roads. Your death may be as quick as you choose.
This sends no message. This is just an end.
Ainda tem um... Ainda tinha uma operação ainda. Acho que eu vou parar por aqui então. Uma boa livezinha. Não foi nem tão longa, foi 3 horinhas, nada, quase 4 horas já de live. Mas foi boa. Essa missão principal de hoje foi muito maneira. Eu não vou salvar não. Talvez eu mude meu negócio. Quando eu recarregar eu penso o que eu faço. Enfim. Galerinha, muito obrigado pela presença de todos. Deixa eu ver aqui quem eu posso mandar. Tem o Master tá jogando Mega Man. Vou mandar uma livezinha lá pro Master. É isso, galera. Vou mandar uma livezinha lá pro Master. Ele tá jogando agora Mega Man 4. Deixa eu ver se ele ainda tá jogando, pela verdade, né? Um estampinho. Tá jogando sim. E é isso, galera. Muito obrigado aí. Alfa, se você for abrir live, dá um alô. Eu tento entrar lá. Não vou dormir daqui a umas 2 horas, que eu não durmo cedo. Mas é isso. Muito obrigado a todos. Se der, eu abro outra amanhã. Eu acho difícil. É mais fácil abrir na quarta-feira. Então, é isso. Vou botar minha outro aqui. E é isso, galera. Muito obrigado a todos que estiveram aí. A live foi muito legal. Muito obrigado pela presença. Pelas dicas do Alessandro, que conhece bem o lore do jogo. E é isso. Até a próxima.